Hey everyone, welcome back to Chaos. I'm Chucks,
I'm Hannah.
and we're here to talk about New Year's resolutions. Do you believe in New Year's resolutions?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really.
Do you make them?
Not really. Because I feel like I'm always like modifying or reorganizing my goals. Because I think at some parts of the year your goals might change. Like
Okay.
I don't really have an example, but like for me, um, once the year starts going, you might be more stressed about your job. So now your goals are to take more time for yourself instead of, I don't know, your goals at the beginning of the year might be to hang out with your family more or hang out with your friends more. But now like you need to take more time for yourself. So I don't really believe in setting goals at the beginning of the year and make sure you hit those goals at the end of the year. But I do I definitely believe in setting goals in general. But New Year's resolutions, not really.
So I won't see you in my gym anytime soon.
Your gym? No. I have been thinking about doing that. But like the other day when I was thinking about it, I was like, it's going to be so busy because everyone is getting a membership to the gym right now. So I'm not going to at this moment, but in the next month or two, I am. That is one thing I do actually want to do this year because the previous year I feel like I've been working on a lot of the other things that I've wanted to work on, like my sleep habits and such. And I feel like I'm better with those. So now, like, kind of my next step is like exercising
So
on
you're
a not daily basis, but on a more regular basis.
so you say you're doing habits.
Yeah, I'm more focusing on my habits because for me and for most people, it's not really about just going to the gym and losing weight. Of course, that's part of it, but my habits are really bad, especially after 2020. My habits are shit. Like shit.
We're gonna address
So,
2020 soon.
yeah, like shit. Whatever habits I had before 2020, bye. They gone.
I think they are
They
gone for
gone.
everybody.
Bruh.
If
It's definitely
any,
common, for sure.
I feel like if anybody managed to maintain their habits in and around and after 2020, more power to them. I don't know how you did it,
There's
and
no
please write a
way.
book
You couldn't
about how
even
you did
go
it.
anywhere.
I mean,
You
that's
know what
true.
we didn't do in 2020 is capitalize on fucking TikTok,
Should have.
making dancing videos in your damn house. Cuz we would be rich by now.
Or baking videos. Now
Baking.
we're
We
getting
should
into
have baked
TikTok.
cookies.
Yo,
Shit.
I'm gonna bake cookies. We have a new stove, and the oven works, and it's not gonna light me on fire. That's gonna be one of my things this year. Besides being a
Is
plant
cooking.
daddy, I'm
Okay, well
baking.
don't burn it.
Besides being a plant daddy, I am also going to learn how to bake.
I feel like I need to get a plant, but also I have Lego that are plants.
I've seen them.
I have
Listen,
Lego plants. I don't know what this is, but it's a Lego plant, guys.
it looks like a open tulip, but I don't take my word for it.
I don't know what it is. It's
Like
cool.
I feel like this plant is doing okay. It's very low maintenance, and I think after like the first,
I mean, it's only been a week. It should be
it's
fine.
been more than a week. It's been like 3
Okay.
weeks.
Okay.
It's still
Again, your time is
yeah,
just
yeah. But it's still kicking. I mean, I lost like one palm, but that one was
already.
weak. It was weak.
You should take that shit back.
No.
But it lost an arm.
I think it was me, not the place. Cuz
Bruh.
it's very finicky with water and all that. But anyways, so that and the baking cuz we have a new oven. But I get what you're saying about like changing your habits and trying to take steps towards bettering yourself just out of a will to feel better, do better. I've been reading this, not sponsored, but
I'm
Atomic
supposed to be
Habits.
reading it.
Yeah. I have my bookmark here, which is just like a tag.
Oh wow, you're not very far at all.
Bro,
I mean,
am
it's
at like
further than I am, but
I'm further than you. I know that for sure. I'm at like
well,
page because this is a book you gotta absorb. Let me even see.
yeah,
Like
I understand.
I'm at page 105. Like this is
Before,
something you gotta absorb.
yes, and before you talk about it,
Yeah.
I just want to say that before we agreed to read this book together,
Yes.
I read like 4 books back to back. So I got a little burned out on the books.
Fatigue.
I'm not a reader, but like when I come across a good book series, I'm like, oh yeah,
I feel like you
read
are a
it
reader
up.
because I feel like you brought books on every vacation we've been on.
I have, and I finished those books. Not
Yeah.
on vacation, but I finished those particular books. However, I'm a slow reader. Like I
That's
am
fine.
not a book bunny. What do you call them?
I don't know. A book talker?
A book talker. I don't. A book
A
worm.
book. You're like a
Fuck.
book
See, I don't even know the
dragon?
terms.
Hoarder.
Bookworm.
Bookworm.
Yes.
Funny.
Book bunny.
You're a book slug. Basically. You're a book slug.
Fuck.
I don't know, aren't slugs
Bruh.
slower than worms? I don't fucking know. Somebody fill us in the comments,
Fucking,
okay?
I don't know. Why do they call it bookworm, guys? I know we could Google it, but let's get some audience interaction here.
I don't fucking know.
Nah. So yeah, try
Book nerds of TikTok, let us know.
I feel like because I've definitely tried to read like self-help books. I think I have an issue with people telling me what to do because I went to a dietitian once. Well, actually, I went like twice to
Okay.
kind of like the first time, like sure, like I wanted to try it out to like actually see, you know, what the fuck am I doing wrong, and which anyone who has common sense knows that they shouldn't be eating fried food every day. Like, duh. However, like, I went to the dietitian. She's like, okay, now look at this chart. Like, you should have this much protein, this much veggies, and this much starch. And I'm like, cool. Like, I kind of knew that, but I didn't know, like, how much, blah, blah, blah. And then she, like, kind of quizzed me. She was like, so if you were still hungry after eating this, which item should you eat more of? And I'm like, am I 12 years old, bitch? I know it's veggies, but I would take the fucking meat. Like,
but I would have taken the meat too because protein keeps you
yeah,
full.
but for you, it depends on your body type. Like for me, it should probably be veggies because 1, I have no energy all the time. My metabolism sucks. 2, like I need to lose weight. Well, yes, I need to lose weight. So for me, it would have to be veggies, but they say that veggies fill you up more than protein does.
Because it depends on the vegetable.
But
you have to look at it too,
way
because
more
lettuce
of the veggies.
Exactly. Like lettuce isn't going to fill you up. You'd have to eat like the planet's supply of lettuce. Vegetarians and vegans, do not come at me. Okay? And I know that there's a big vegetarian, vegan population of lesbians. Do not come at me.
We should actually talk about that one episode. Actually, no, because we know nothing about it. We do not eat like that.
Like, we need to consult someone.
Do we know anybody that's vegetarian or vegan? Well, we kind of do, but they're not anymore.
They're not anymore.
I don't know anybody.
I'd have to check, but I don't think so. If
I
you're a
actually thought
vegan or
about
vegetarian and you're also someone who identifies as a woman who loves women, please feel free to come on to our show and educate us.
Are you also a dietitian?
Do you also own a farm?
Are you also single? See? We
Are your
can't help
tits?
it. We can't help it.
No. Can't help
No,
it.
I
Got thirsty.
dude. I after that time, I was like, I know how to eat. Like I know I should be eating this way, but I'm not. Why am I not eating this way? What underlying issues do I have that I just don't want to fucking eat that way? Like
Yeah.
I'm a very like and I know like I'm very self-aware of my issues and I know what I should be doing. It's just I don't have the fucking energy to do it.
But I think the problem is when you are self-aware of what you should be doing is when you do them less. It's like
It's
for
like you
me.
self-sabotage.
Yeah. It's
You're
like
like,
I know that I should be doing these, like I should be drinking protein twice a day. But I'm like, meh, fuck
yeah.
it. Or I should be lifting more weights at the gym, but I'm like, I'm not feeling it today. I don't have a buddy with me. I'm just gonna faff around and do nothing. And then you don't actually make progress and you get frustrated because you're not making progress. And then you keep
Just rinse
going
and repeat.
and then it's rinse, repeat, and that cycle maintains. And I think that's the issue with resolutions as well, just kind of pulling it back, is
Yeah.
that a lot of people have resolutions and they're such time limited or time set
Yeah.
goals that if you fall off the wagon at any stage,
Then you're like pissed at yourself and it's like
exactly.
then you put
And
yourself in this hole and it's like it's just like a never ending cycle.
exactly. And that's why I've actually liked this book. It's because it talks about your positive, negative, and neutral habits, and you can kind of see because not everybody what I might see as a positive habit for myself might be a negative habit for somebody else. Like
Mm-hmm.
me sleeping 12 hours might be a negative habit to me, but it's a positive habit to somebody else because they need a
They
better
need
sleep
that.
schedule.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay. So I've got to try and incorporate these things into my daily life, set routines that help me to achieve my long term goals and not just short term gains. And that's like the thing. People get offended by it, but like the joke about, oh, gyms are going to be full in January and they'll be empty in February. It's not that it's not true. Some people will stick with it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you're just trying to hit a goal, but you're not taking all of the necessary steps to hit that goal, then you're not going to stick with it consistently. And I'd rather take 1,000 tiny small habits and adjust my lifestyle and be consistent than
Yeah.
making a New Year's resolution and then just being stuck in a loop
Yeah.
of my own hell.
I think literally in the last year probably I've realized that I'm not going to make any single change in my life. One, overnight, and two, like it might not even happen in 6 months. And I don't want to give myself a timeline because then you're stressed out about that timeline.
Yeah, of course.
Then you're like, oh, it's already 2 months and I've barely made any progress. Like, I've learned that I need to change my habits little by little, and it might take me 3 years. It could. Like it might.
Yeah.
Like, but I've taught myself like I'm not in a rush to make sure my sleeping habits are changed by this date. The fact that I know I need to change my sleeping habits and that I'm doing something to try is good enough. And that's like something I've learned in the last year. Like, be okay with the progress you are making, even if it's the smallest project or progress, like, ever.
Even if it's 1%, it's 1% better than
at least you're
the day
trying.
before. Because it's the same thing. The book says it too. Every 1% that you make eventually gets you to where you want to be.
Yep.
And I think that's what people need to also understand, is you kind of need to give yourself grace. You're not going to be consistent every single day. Like for me, you know me, if I'm not at work, I'm at the gym. If I'm not at the gym, I'm at home or at work or some in between. But the gym is part of my routine. But like December, if that gym saw me twice in December, it saw me a lot. And I gave myself grace because I knew December's going to be busy with work. December's going to be busy with parties. It's going to have social events. December is usually, unfortunately, my most social month of the year. And so I can't really fit that in. And some like January started, January 1st has come and gone. And I'm like, I'll probably go to the gym on Monday. We'll see. If I don't make it, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'll probably just go on my next day off, you know? So I'm like, it's not like I must. But in that same sense, I've also set myself up so that if I'm at work, I have clothes in my bag, I have my gym shoes, I have everything that I need so that if I'm on the way home, I could deviate to my gym, because my gym has a couple of locations, but I'm like, I can deviate to the one closest to work and go and get a workout in for an hour and then come home, because I know myself. If I get close to my house, I'm going home.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to the gym.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's just kind of trying to also set your habits so that you actually maintain them. And me being consistent in the gym comes from me having stuff ready, having going to the gym nearest to work instead of the one nearest to my house.
Yeah.
So that keeps me kind of in that flow. So New Year's resolutions aren't really like a thing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess it's kind of a time like where you can reflect on your goals and your habits and maybe kind of, make adjustments or set new achievable goals.
Set
Achievable
smart goals.
I feel like are something that can be achieved in like 3-4 months. And like an example of that would be like
financial security.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean, starting an emergency fund is one of those
starting
things
an emergency fund, or even like trying a meal service, like stuff like that. Like those are things that you could do. Doing something new for yourself. That's
taking a walk every other day.
Yeah, I feel like you're directly talking to me about that.
You can't walk right now. It's snowing outside.
It's really cold, guys. And Ellie needs a coat. She doesn't have one, and neither do I.
Why don't you have a coat?
I don't have a coat. All I have is hoodies. I really don't have a coat.
Bro.
I have jackets.
Bro,
I don't have a coat. I'm
gonna call you out right now and say that you make enough money, buy yourself a coat.
I'm gonna ask my boss, can I buy a coat?
I've seen you with a coat. Didn't you own a long black one, like a wool coat?
No.
What the fuck am I thinking about?
I do have like a black dress coat. It's not thick. It will stop the wind. It's not like a cold. It's not for the cold.
It's not for the tundra.
No, hell no.
All right, all
I
right.
have a scarf.
Wow, wow, wow.
All I care about, honestly, getting cold is my face. I don't care about anything, any part of my body other than my face.
And your
Because that's
vagina.
what makes my eyes water is when my face is cold. I'm just crying.
Bro, I've tried that cold life. I was in Seattle in November, and tell me why people are out in like light jackets and shorts
Because
in
we're used to
fucking
it.
November
Used
in
to it.
Seattle.
It might have been like 50. 50 is not
Bro,
bad.
it was cold.
To you, you think like in the US, 70-degree weather is cold. Like, hello?
No, 70
Or
degree weather
80.
is nice. If it gets below 70, if it gets to like 50, call me. I'm out. Count me out.
Honestly, here when it's really cold, like negatives or in the teens, and then the next day it's 50, we're like,
Yeah, but that's because you've suffered and then
yeah,
you get a little bit of relief.
it's like summertime. It's 50
Exactly.
degrees.
And reminder, in case you're tuning into this episode and not any of the other previous episodes, what are you doing?
Which, why would you?
Exactly. You've missed some good
Just
stuff.
kidding.
But
You want
I
to
live in
start
the
here, it's fine.
Caribbean. It's hot. I am
Yeah,
in this room right now and I'm sweating. So,
I'm freezing. Coat.
put on a hoodie. Aren't you? No,
If
you're wearing. Are
anyone
you
wants
just
to
wearing?
buy me a coat, just kidding.
We'll put it
What?
on our
I
Amazon
do
wish
have
list.
hoodies, but I didn't want to like. What if I get hot? Then I gotta like take it off.
Girl, don't you
no.
have heat?
I do, but I don't turn it like. I leave it
On.
on 67 or something.
But the funny thing is, this is not related to resolutions or anything, but you remember? Oh no, we always have this issue whenever we're on vacation because two of our
A
friends
lot of issues.
sleep hot. They love being comfortable. They love the AC at like 70, 72. If they could get away with it, they'd have the AC at 75.
70's fine, but like 74, 73 is not fine.
Yeah, like they had it at
I'm
like
sorry.
72, 73.
I
And
want that shit at 69 for multiple reasons.
I'm a cold, even though I live in the
I
Caribbean,
love being cold.
I'm a cold sleeper. Like I need the cold.
I love being cold at night.
Like call me Elsa at nighttime because I want to be frozen.
But not too cold, because I do say like I want to be cold, but then when you actually experience being cold and trying to sleep, it sucks. Like I went to a cabin one time in the woods.
Of course.
Dude, I gotta tell you the story now that I brought it up.
Yeah, bring it.
So, because I don't think I've ever told you the story.
Oh.
So, I honestly don't know how old I was. We were probably anywhere from 19 to 22. And we went to one of my friend's cabins, and we basically partied out there. We had a fire. There was a like little lake. It was kind of a lake. It was probably a stream or a creek. But anyway, there was a body of water.
Jinx.
And it was nice. We had a good time. Like everything was great. So we had to pee outside. There was no bathroom. We had to pee outside. And if
That's
you
when you
need
get
to
kidnapped.
shit, you better hold it. I don't even know if people shit. Like, where'd the shit? I have no idea.
In the creek.
So, anyway, so like I just remember at the end of the night when we went to bed, there's no heat in the damn cabin. And there's no fireplace. So we were just in this is a small cabin. There was a kitchenette and bunk beds.
Are you sure this wasn't a shack?
It was a cabin. It was not even a kitchenette. There was a kitchen. It had a table with cabinets, sink, blah blah blah. And then bunk beds. Like I want to say there was probably 3 sets of bunk beds. And so I like literally no heat, and it was cold at night. My ass was freezing.
You
That's
didn't have
all I
flannel sheets?
remember. That's all I remember is my ass being so fucking cold. I was like, get me the fuck out of here. I am suffering. I am dying. It is
I
so
have.
fucking cold.
Where did you shower?
We didn't. We only went for like 2 days. Like, we did not shower there. Yeah, we had to come home and shower.
This is a
Literally,
shack.
we did. You know what? No, we had to have stayed more than 1 day. I don't fucking remember. This was so long ago. So long ago.
Are you sure your parents didn't send you to some weird boot camp and you're remembering it
No,
as,
my mom doesn't know about this story.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Nor does
Hannah's
she know
mom, please don't
a
listen to
lot of the
these.
stories. She knows about the potato party, though.
She knows about the potato party. I almost
Unfortunately,
brought something up, but I don't think you want that memory brought up.
probably not.
No. Okay, let's kind of circle
Okay,
it
we're
back.
back.
Back to New Year's.
So,
All right.
like, what do you have any goals that actually have to do with the LGBTQ community?
My goal every year with the LGBTQ community is to be gayer than I was the year before. I
What does
feel
that
like
mean?
I feel like it's more of a journey of self-discovery because I feel like
Okay.
in being within our community, meeting queer people, getting to know their stories, getting to relate to them, it all kind of makes me a better, more understanding version of myself. And this is going to make me sound like a jerk to begin with, but please understand I lived a very sheltered life. Okay?
Okay.
Because growing up, it was just like being queer, being gay was not a thing. Like you
Yeah.
heard of the like funny uncle or the single aunt, and a lot of these people where I live, at least, a lot of the like older generation, they're single because it's better to be queer and single than it is to be queer and partnered. Like they felt like they couldn't come out, doesn't matter the time. And I met a lot of people who did not like or who struggled with their queerness, especially from a religious perspective, because we're a very Catholic island. So they're they struggle with that religiosity plus being queer on top of it and the messaging. And it's something that I struggled with myself, even without being Catholic. So for me, once I actually accepted who I was, thank you, internet. Once I went through my various whole phases, um, I started to kind of figure myself out. And I feel like that doesn't change just because you know who you are today doesn't mean you know who you are tomorrow. I mean, I have friends that I've been friends with for years, and they started on one spectrum of the queer scale, and now they've ended up on the other spectrum, you know? So it went from how they identify in their gender and how they identify in their presentation and stuff like that. All of that kind of changes over time, pronouns change and all of that. So I try my best to kind of learn more all the time because especially in today's day and age of pronouns, it was one of those things where I was like, because I've been exposed to this over the last couple of years, I know that, okay, certain of my friends prefer to be referred to as they and them. Others prefer he and him because that's how they now identify. Others, they just exist. Just call them by
Yeah.
their name and they are happy.
So basically, your goal is to be more aware
Yeah.
and be more educated
Yeah.
in
And yeah.
all things
And
gay.
to also be a bit more, I mean, at this job, I think my biggest goal when I started this new job, was to be unapologetically gay. And like I have my key, like my, what do you call those things? My lanyard, and it has the lesbian pride
Yep.
flag on it.
You know, I feel what you're saying, because like there was that point where I'm like, you know, I want to wear this stuff outside. I want to show that I'm prideful, blah blah, whatever. But then there's still a part of me where I do hold back a little, just because of my personality.
Yeah.
This shirt I would wear because it's not really out there.
Yeah.
I'm not
The
gonna
shirt.
run out. I'm not gonna run out in a Speedo and no, no offense to anyone who wears a Speedo and paints their body the rainbow. Like, I love it. Love it. I might tip you, but like, I'm not gonna do it. Okay? I'm not gonna do it. That's not me. It's not me. But if it's you, hats off to you. Love
But
it.
I think I also want to research and support more queer owned businesses. Like it's not something I could do here, but I mean, we have Amazon.
I feel like I don't have. I mean, and you know, that's actually probably what everyone says, but you don't know until you research it.
You research it, you do the research, and there's a couple of good uh content creators on Instagram, on TikTok, and they all talk about like queer owned businesses and black owned businesses and stuff like that. And for me it's kind of like, okay, I got to support both sides of my identity. So I got to support black, but I also got to support queer cuz we all in this fight together. So I have to find the name of the creator. I know her name is Imani, but I want to make sure that I actually get it right. But she like highlights businesses, not only just queer businesses, black owned businesses, but also native businesses and stuff like that. And I feel like I want to be able to support those businesses in any way possible. So that's kind of like my next goal, is like whenever I have the means to do it, I will do it. Like this yet to be revealed artwork is by a female artist who also paints from the female gaze. She's for the gays. So, you know, and her artwork is cool and amazing. It's Halie Torris. So support her.
Awesome.
Yeah, she is. Go check out her Instagram page, check out her art, buy some of her art because it is amazing and I cannot wait to have it hung up so that you can actually see it. I have two of her pictures. One is Lunch, which is if you've heard the song, you know.
Yeah.
And the other one is Girls in Purple, which also that was like a meeting of women love women. So that photo series is also amazing. So check out all of her art. And Hannah personally enjoys her paintings because she does a lot of Taylor Swift inspired art.
She's a Swiftie, and I love it. And my paintings are one of Taylor Swift, which is Vigilante. It's the one where she's in a chair. I was going to say that. That's why I'm looking up. It's the one where Taylor's in a chair when she's doing her Vigilante.
Is she like this?
No, I can actually show it.
Oh damn! Oh, she's like, okay, I can do that too, Taylor.
There's a bra on the floor, and that's her iconic hand gesture. That's one of the paintings I have, and I also have Lunch. And
you didn't get Girls in Purple?
No, I did not get Girls in Purple. But I got lunch and vigilante. And lunch I have print number 69.
Of course you do. I have print 101.
I love it.
So
I gotta hang up lunch somewhere. I think I'm gonna hang it up where Daenerys is right now.
So check out Halie Torris. We'll link her socials below as well. She's a fantastic artist, and you should support queer businesses.
For sure.
Or join a queer book club.
I do try to buy my queer LGBTQ swag at actual queer-owned businesses. Has anyone ever attended a drag brunch?
Oh.
If you haven't, whether or not you are gay, straight, lesbian,
anywhere on the spectrum,
anything, you should freaking go. And actually, half the people that are there are straight white girls who just got married. Or are getting married. They do bachelorette parties there, I feel like. That's all. The one we went to, there were like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
at least two of the brides were getting married to other women.
Yeah. No, they weren't.
Wasn't one of them?
No, I think they were getting married to men.
I mean, okay.
I mean, maybe we assumed they were straight. Maybe I assumed they were straight.
I feel like at least one of them said that her future wife was in attendance with her.
Maybe one of them, yeah. But yeah, anyway, you should, if you have the opportunity to go to a drag brunch, fucking do it. They're fun as fuck. Usually the food's good too, depending where you go.
Drag brunches are fun. Drag lunches, dinners,
shows. And if you're in Miami, go to Palace.
Bro,
it's a drag show, lunch, dinner. I don't know. But they do brunch, I think.
The women at Palace put on a fucking show, man. Like,
by far the best, like,
and
drag show you can probably go to. They got lots of fans.
They got lots of fans. Like,
it's kind of outdoors.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty much outdoors. Like, there's an awning, and then it's right on the street. What is that called? Ocean Boulevard?
Ocean Boulevard.
It's right on Ocean Boulevard, so it's the street. They close down that street, and people walking by will stop and watch the show because it's fucking amazing. Like, they are talented. They're not just walking around.
The MC was going
lip syncing
hard.
The MC was fucking, and I'm pretty sure she MCs almost every night, not just weekends when it's busy. I'm pretty sure she's there almost every night. She's a fucking bomb. I forget what her name was.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
you remember the one that flipped over and her hair came off, and then she had like more hair underneath?
Dude, they're talented. I'm telling you.
And that freaked me out a little bit because she was being carried on somebody else's shoulders.
And there was a fan above her. That's fucking weird.
But that was so well timed and well calculated.
Yeah.
And the songs are amazing. The performances were just mind
like, if you're like me, I'm so introverted. I'm not one to go get out on the dance floor unless there's a lot of alcohol involved. But that shit, that show got me fucking going. Like, I was riled up. I was hyped. I was ready. Like, where's my money? All my money
prepare to bring your money. They make change if you don't have singles.
Yeah.
So
they're happy to make change.
They are very happy to make change.
They want you to tip them.
So tip your artist. Doesn't matter what kind of media you get into, whether it be art, whether it be drag brunches, drag shows. Support if it's buying from queer artists, support your local queer communities, because that's how we can be gayer in 2025.
Additionally, you can also support
us.
I mean,
we're two queers.
Well, that's not where I was going.
Okay, where are you going?
Additionally, you can help support LGBTQ charities. There are really good ones out there. Like, the Human Rights Campaign, they are always advocating and trying to push new laws or trying to push laws
Protections.
being overturned. Like, they do very, very, very good work. Another one that is pretty near and dear to my heart is the Trevor Project. They help young LGBTQ teens that are, just going through it. Like, they need help, they need someone to talk to. They're a nonprofit organization. They have counselors, they have people that are certified to help talk to teens that are, going through it. So many other ones out there. All you have to do is research, but
Yeah. And I think
that is another way we can help.
An important one to mention, considering all of the laws, not specifically where I'm at, but where you're at, is Translifeline. That is very, very important. They're doing very good work. And for the generation coming up behind us, I think it's important for us to support their resources so that they can feel safe, they can feel loved, and we can get the numbers of suicides and attempted suicides down by showing these kids that, it's gonna suck for a while, but there's community out there and there is support out there and they're not alone. So that, I think, for me is also part of the thing. Like, I try to give as much every year when we have like donation windows or we can do something, or whenever these things come up, I'm like, okay, queer charities, let's go. Because I wish that I had them growing up so that I would have been more informed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So these are all things that you can kind of add to your resolution, and you just give what you can afford. You don't have to give $1 million. Although, if you are a billionaire, do the right thing. But also, if you're a billionaire and you're single, I'm available.
Are you a lawyer?
I did a Rihanna wink there. I'm like, a blink instead of a wink.
Yeah, especially the times now, especially in the US, like, not even just the US, everywhere, because so many countries are affected by the US government. It's not just the US, but we have to really, really help out our community, especially in these horrible times right now.
These very trying times.
Stressful. Yes.
So
yeah, we do. We need to get involved. Whatever you can do, if it's just donating $5 to your favorite queer creators, wink, wink.
Single queer creators.
No, I would rather you donate money
to those who need it more and are doing the work,
to the groups that are doing making changes, helping make changes in our community. But yeah, those are definitely things that you can put on your list to do in 2025, or
especially if your motto is New Year, New Queer, do that.
New Year, same queer.
Same queer.
But better.
But gayer. I'm you, but stronger. All right. Do you have a fun New Year's memory?
I never did New Year's stuff. I really didn't. I mean,
you don't find that the one that we had, the burnt grilled cheeses?
I mean, that was fun. Yeah. Honestly, like,
was that your queerest New Year?
Yeah. Because honestly, I'd have to fucking go back in my brain and think of shit, but I can't remember having an unhinged New Year other than when we were in Miami. I may have never had a makeout session on New Year's. I really don't remember.
Well, I think we should fix that. That should be your 2025 goal.
You kind of sound like you wanted to make out with me.
Let's go.
By the way, we don't cross swords.
No, we don't cross
We're
swords.
like brothers, so
You've seen and touched my boobs.
that doesn't matter. That just means I feel like all lesbian friends do that.
Lesbian.
I'm pretty sure you've seen tit pics.
Yes.
Because we all have sent each other tit pics. Not each other. I think we all sent them in a group.
Yeah,
chat.
in the group.
Like, there was one night we all sent tit pics. I know.
It was as a reward because we were
It was
winning.
a reward.
Because we were...
Listen.
Okay.
When you're a gamer and you're lesbians... Well, not even lesbians. But when you're a gamer... Yeah, when you're lesbians... You start betting. If we
lesbians,
win,
bisexuals, women who love women. You know.
Women who love women. I'm sorry, I keep saying lesbians, but that's just what I identify as. Yeah. We start betting, you know, when for a tit pic for a win.
Yeah.
It's only fair. It's only fair. Like,
and then when you get back to
you want me to play harder, like, tell me you're gonna give me a tit pic or an ass pic, like. And by the way, I prefer booty over tits. Sorry.
I prefer anything you're willing to give me. So
I mean, listen, no, but if someone said, let's just discuss it. If someone said, you have to choose between a nice juicy booty pic or a nice juicy tit pic, you can only pick one. That's the one that you're gonna get to look at the rest of your life. Nothing else. Which one are you choosing?
Tits.
I'm picking ass. Look. Because you want to know why I pick ass? Not because I'm an ass person.
Yes, you are.
No, but I am. I'm just not because of that though. I feel like with the ass, there's more.
You get the legs?
No. There's more. Like, there's more scenarios in your head that you could think about. Remember, this is the only pick for the rest of your life that you get.
Listen, you can motorboat them titties. You can suckle on each one. There's many things that you can do.
Bro, just telling you. I'm telling you.
Leave it in the comments.
If this is the only picture I'm getting for the...
You muted.
I'm going with ass. That's probably a sign to stop talking.
The universe said, shut up. Okay, let's get back on track.
We can talk about ass and titties forever.
This... How do we get from New Year's to here?
This episode is all over the place.
Maybe this should be episode 2?
We're gonna have to name it something else.
This should be episode 2 because what the fuck? We went from very serious to very unserious.
Oh god, okay. What are your New Year's? Do you have any New Year's traditions? And do you have any, like, Gayaotic New Year's stories?
I don't think I have any chaotic New Year's experiences, but like here we do fireworks, right? And
yeah, we do fireworks here too.
But like we like light them ourselves.
So do we.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And
wow,
we were like 13. And me and my 2 friends, we were at her grandmother's house, in her grandmother's yard, and we set some fireworks off, and we set the yard on fire.
Nice.
And then we were like, oh shit. Luckily there was a hose, and we like managed to put the fire out before it got bigger. But like her parents came out like a while later, and they were like, what's going on? I've also had, like, maybe 2 years ago, I don't know, typically buy fireworks for myself, but I was like, let me buy it. I bought one, and in typical fashion, what are 2 things that don't mix? Me, alcohol, fire. Because they give you, like, this lighting stick, right? Like, you have the lighting stick.
Yeah, the punk.
And I could not get this lighting stick lit. So
It takes a minute.
I was like, fuck it. I am a resourceful lesbian. Okay? I grabbed one of these.
What the fuck is that?
It's a lighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe I don't.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
So maybe I don't do that.
You shouldn't do that.
And I took that and I lit the firework. I didn't realize the fuse was going to run that quickly. Good thing my car was there because I had to duck behind my car to avoid getting hit by the firework. I'm pretty sure I was trying to film it too. And there's a clip of me like lighting it and it's like, oh shit.
Actually, this wasn't New Year's, but this was 4th of July. Like, I think it was like last 4th of July. No, it was the year before. Last year. I was at my mom's house. And me and my nephew and my brother were lighting fireworks. And we were lighting this bottle rocket.
Oh, God.
But it was one of those bottle rockets that goes up and then something else comes off of it.
Yeah.
Well, this bottle rocket didn't go up. It went up and over right into the neighbor's like patio.
Oh,
and
shit.
they were out there sitting. We're like, oh, fuck.
Not
We're
Bob
like,
and Pat.
It's probably their names. We're like, sorry. And my mom's like, what happened? I'm like, a bottle rocket just went to the back to their patio. She's like, oh my God, are they okay? And they're like, you hear in the distance, we're okay. Definitely Bob and Pat for sure.
Bum.
Oh, it was funny.
I think
So,
like those.
who's the last person you made out with on New Year's Eve?
My ex-girlfriend.
How many years ago was this?
She wasn't that serious of a girlfriend. So this was probably 2019. We've been together for like 6 months.
You were only together 6 months, or you
Like
at that
6
point
months.
you were
We were like together for 6 months. We were at a beach party. And we were like,
what is the? I wonder where that came from. Like, you got to kiss at midnight. What's it even mean?
It's probably some kind of tradition that we can look up, but somebody tell us in the comments.
Sounds pretty French to me.
When's the last time you kissed someone on New Year's? And not their ass.
What? I'll kiss ass. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe if I was with someone on New Year's, like a girlfriend, I'm sure I kissed them, but I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna kiss
specifically. No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Are we gonna be together?
I don't know.
Probably not.
We'll figure it out.
Lord help me. Okay.
Or somebody find Hannah and kiss her for New Year's. Make her New Year's chaos.
Okay, well, I don't want to just any old peck. I don't want just any old peck. Like, I can do that with anyone.
She wants a French kiss, tongue and all. Just the deeper the better.
I don't want your tongue down my throat. Like, you just straight, like, just your tongue goes in, like you're not kissing anything. You're sucking on the tongue.
That's what the French do.
Lord help me. Like, I know, like, I've definitely made out with people that are all tongue. And, just it's just wet and wild in there, but...
No. Yo, speaking of wild, this episode has been interesting. We started at New Year's, because it's a new year, and then here we are.
At a New Year's Eve?
Yeah. New Year's Eve and tongues. I have one more question. and then we can
Okay.
wrap it up. Did you ever make a resolution that you now feel is just ridiculous? Like, what was your most ridiculous
Sure.
New Year's resolution?
I have no idea. Like I said, I've never really like done resolutions, and I feel like all my resolutions were always like, I'm gonna start going to the gym, and then I do it for a month, and then I stop. Like all the fucking people. Honestly, like I don't think I've made like serious resolutions that were just unreachable. What about
I
you?
made one.
What?
I was like, I'm gonna go skydive. Actually, I made two. Because I said that I would go skydiving January 1st. Mind you, I have a fear of flying. So why the fuck am I jumping out of a plane?
Maybe you'll get over your fear of flying if you do.
I don't think so. I think my second silly resolution was the one I made this year. You
What?
remember when we were playing? And I said that I would get
That you're gonna
married
get
this
married?
year. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck no. None of us would let that happen. Even if you were actually gonna do that.
I do appreciate that you're all such good,
Upset?
kind, caring friends that you wouldn't let me do that. Like 5 years.
It would honestly, I don't. See, I don't want to judge because there are people out there that have done that and they're probably still together.
Yeah. There are people who've known each other for
But
2 weeks and
I've
been together for 9 years.
but I've never like experienced feelings like that, so I guess I can't put myself in their shoes. To me, you can't. I feel like you can't really know someone until you're living with them. You know their day-to-day daily habits. I mean, but also like even then, like I was just watching. Okay, this is really going off topic, but I was just watching this girl on TikTok the other night, and she was discussing like her ex-girlfriend and how like they had been dating for 2 years, and she knew nothing about her. She thought she was a multimillionaire, but she wasn't. When maybe they weren't together for 2 years, but it was more than like 6 months. It was more than 6 months for sure. When she asked her to marry her, she gave her a ring and said it costed like $20,000. And then when they broke it off because she found out all this shit about her, she went and had the ring appraised. And this ring isn't worth anything. It's not plastic, but it's like
zirconium or some shit.
But it's like, how did you not know she didn't have money? Like what?
Because she's probably doing all of this like flashy. She did a Tinder swindler.
Yeah, it was definitely a swindler thing. Like, woo, you gotta be careful out there, people.
Exactly. Be careful. Now, just to wrap all of this up, for the audience, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? If you do, what are your resolutions? If you don't, is there any habits that you are looking to change in 2025? And will you be gayer this year than the year before?
Yes! Be gayer!
The gayer, the better.
The gayer, the better.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. DM us, like us, subscribe, follow, and check us out on Instagram at The Real Gayas. And check out our link in our bio to our other social media platforms and follow, please.
And check out Halie Torris for her art. Even though we have not previewed her, I can literally just unroll it. but I feel like
I showed you one. So if you're a Taylor Swift fan, that is
we
a
did
great,
show you her work.
a great Taylor Swift. She has many Taylor Swift paintings. Get it?
If you are a Swiftie and a woman who loves women, she is the artist for you.
And also, I'm single.
Who are you saying that to? Who are you saying that to?
To the Swifties.
To the Swifties.
Who like women.
I'm gonna say
I feel like I'm gonna have to be with someone who's a Swiftie, otherwise we're gonna be arguing all the time. Like me and you.
Listen.
You're a Taylor Swift hater. Just say it.
I'm not a Taylor Swift hater. I listened to one of her songs this morning on the way to work. Don't ask me what song it was, but it was playing on the radio, so you know.
It's probably Fortnite.
It was something about clothes being left inside, outside. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Okay.
But to the girls who like Sabrina Carpenter, hit me up. Unless Sabrina Carpenter...
Now we're trying to get dates.
Unless Sabrina Carpenter decides to stop letting men embarrass her and find...
You don't know the real story?
Bruh, she literally has a song where she's pleading with a man not to embarrass her. I would never embarrass my 4'11" queen. She might be 4'9".
You've embarrassed me before.
Well, that's because we're friends.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, like, who doesn't embarrass their friends?
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. That is our episode today, y'all. Now we are playing our end of the episode word game. That's kind of a name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, end of the episode word game. Which last episode we were pretty damn quick. So let's see if we can beat it this time.
Yeah, but it's always because we get the dirty words quick.
Okay, well, we don't always have to do dirty words.
We don't start with the dirty word.
I think I have a word.
I think so too, yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Singer.
Eyeball.
What?
Eyeball.
Eyeball.
I don't know why. It just came to my head. You're always going off of what we talked about in the episode.
Wow. Because
that's
that would make it easier.
Bro. I want it to be hard. All right, eyeball and singer. Oh, this is gonna be ridiculous.
I got a word.
I don't.
Wait, give me 2 seconds. I need to Google something.
No, this is not part of the rules.
I just need to Google one thing.
No.
Fine.
You're not allowed.
Okay. Well, okay. I got it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Tiger.
Monster. Not far off.
No, not far off.
We kind of went with creatures.
I went with tiger because, Eye of the Tiger. It's a song.
I went with monster. And I can't tell you why because we might give it away.
I'm in love with the monster that's under my bed.
I love that song, Rihanna.
I love Rihanna.
Monster and tiger.
Monster and tiger. This was nowhere near close to each other.
I got one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's so good too, but I don't think you're going to get it.
No, probably not.
Oh, it's kind of good, but I got one.
Okay, go.
Monster and a tiger. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Movie.
Shark. That was good, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Shark. Tiger, shark.
Tiger, shark, fuck!
Movie and shark? Oh.
Yes!
You said movie?
Yes!
Movie and shark? We got this.
You got this.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Jaws. Let's go.
Yes!
Let's fucking go! And that one wasn't even dirty.
It wasn't dirty.
Oh. I'm so glad you went with Jaws, because I really thought you were going to go with Sharknado. I was going to be pissed.
No, Jaws is the most iconic shark movie ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we synced.
We're so good. We're good.
Yeah. We synchronized.
Alright, guys, that is the end of our episode for today. Please remember to subscribe and follow our socials.
And remember to be queer.
Us. Very queer.
And leave us some feedback on these episodes. What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less of? Don't insult my plant, my baking, or my cooking.
And if you're a Swiftie, yeehaw.
And to Pat and Bob, we hope
sorry
you're
about
okay.
the fireworks. Alright. We out.
Chaos.
Chaos.